put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television. We're just at 7:47 a.m. So if you're getting to work for 8 a.m. and dropping the children off to school, you still have a few minutes. But remember to drive safely on our nation's roads. We want you to get to work in one piece safely and in soundness of mind. All right, we continue conversations this morning in studio and we shift gears a little bit this morning. And we're speaking with one of my very favorite persons. Yes, the sponsor of my What's in Your Cup, LCJ Delights, Alisha James is here this morning. And we're going to go through everything you want to know about LCJ Delights. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Of course. And on Mondays, we have the What's in My Cup segment. And this morning, I was drinking turmeric and ginger tea. On off air, I was just telling you that this sorrel bay leaf is one of my other favorites as well. So I want to go through LCJ Delights, how you started, the offerings, where we're going next. Because you see LCJ Delights on many, many shelves on supermarkets across the island of Tobago. So let's get into the conversation. How did you start with LCJ Delights?
Okay, so LCJ Delights is actually the inception of my husband. He started doing the mixed nuts in 2015, 2016. And I came on board and I started experimenting with different herbs, having to go to Trinidad to go to school and to a whole set of bush. I just found it had to be an easier way to be able to have what we normally drink as bush tea in the morning in a more convenient form. So I experimented with the teas. I put them into tea bags, realized, okay, we got something there. Then I started experimenting with provision. So like green banana, etc. The idea behind creating those powders was basically to create something more convenient in terms of making porridge. So how you would have cornmeal and you could make that quickly. You have oatmeal, you could make that quickly. Traditionally with provision, you had to grate that and boil it and a whole bunch of, that kind of thing. So it's just about making it more convenient for customers to utilize traditional products.
And it's very interesting that convenience is very, very important. People just like to get something on the go. And we've been talking about teas and I see you have a waffle and cookie mix and pancake mix. I tell all our viewers every Monday that they can get these mix from you using local products, things that you can find right here in Tobago. So we know about the teas. We'll get back to that in a little bit. But what's intriguing is the mix for the pancakes and the waffle and the cookies. Tell me a little bit about that as well.
All right. So the pancake waffle mix is actually gluten-free. So we use the provision flour to create a ready-to-use mix. So instead of you trying to experiment with the provision flour and not knowing exactly what measurements and you realize the recipe flop and all like that, we created something convenient again so that persons could use, and for persons who are gluten-free intolerant, it can be used for them as well. So you can use it to make waffles, pancakes, and cookies.
And I was just saying, you could actually use it for the 3 items as well.
That's
is it that the mix is different? You mix you have to pour, is it water or whatever liquid you're using? Is it that you have to pour a different amount for the different consistency?
Yes, you do. On the packaging, there is the directions. So you have the directions to make pancakes and you also have the directions to make cookies.
Right. I'm feeling cookie-ish this morning, And, I always applaud local businesses and taking what you have and making it into something that is more grand. As you said, the inconvenience, of course, is what spurred the idea for you. So I must say kudos to you there as well. We have an array of teas as well. I've mentioned in my favorite being the turmeric ginger is one of my top, my go-to is that turmeric ginger. But there's also my second favorite is the sorrel bay leaf as well. So tell me about the different flavors of teas that you have and, how you decided to combine. Because some of the combinations is like sorrel and bay leaf, how did you come up with the combination for some of these teas?
These combinations are purely experiments. Right? I have a science background, so I would be in the kitchen trying to see, okay, what can I combine to make tea? I'm like, hold up. If it is that you could make juice with something, you probably could make tea with it, right? So I started combining the different ingredients. So the sorrel and ginger, if you see me in the kitchen trying to make sure I get the right measurement, a whole different set of cups to make sure I get the right smooth blend for each flavor.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's also sorrel and ginger.
That's right.
Because it's a sorrel and bay leaf I like. So, we have to try that sorrel ginger.
Yes.
So I'm seeing cocoa shell. Talk me through them, and I've seen all the labels properly.
All right. So this is cocoa shell bay leaf. We actually use the shells of the roasted cocoa bean, combine it with bay leaf, and make a tea bag. So it's like chocolate tea in a tea bag. Convenience again. Yes. Then we have greater wood as we know it in Tobago. It's also, the scientific name is lantana. All right. So this is another local tea that we have here. What do we have here? We have white agaratum, as the old people in Tobago call it, kokaleka tea. I'm sure some of you are hearing that and like, yeah, I know my grandmother talk about that tea. Then we have the sorrel ginger tea, and we also have the famous turmeric ginger. This is a hot seller.
Yes, and I appreciate them all. And the thing about the blend for me and my experience is it is so potent. You could reuse the tea bag. It's like not just a one drink and toss, and that's what I like about that as well. The convenience, the fact that it is reusable. It really and it gives you that nice warm feeling. It gives you, and especially as we're heading into the festive season, it really is good. I have my teas without milk, without sugar. So I don't know, can persons add these things to it as well? Is it?
Yes, sure. You could add sugar, you could add milk. Some persons may add honey. Yeah, make the tea however you wish. If you decide to make it into iced tea, that's a possibility as well. I've done that.
Okay, you're giving me some ideas here now, and of course I have to go and experiment, as you put it, with that as well. And I know you're on local shelves here in Tobago and some in Trinidad as well.
Yes.
In terms of growing the business, how has it been interacting and trying to get them into different supermarkets? And what are the reviews like in terms of your customer reviews?
We do have pretty good reviews. Yes, we would have customers indicating their preferences or what they would prefer not to see happen.
Like me, with the mixed nuts. It's unfortunate you don't have any mixed nuts here, the premium mixed nuts. I don't like peanuts at all, so I make a request to not have peanuts in my blend. And they will diligently make my blend without the peanuts and put extra stuff in there. So, I like that convenience of it as well. So getting them on the shelves.
Yes. So, in the groceries, we have them at Penny Saver Supermarket, we have them at Viewport Supermarket, we have them at Double B Enterprise, Sherwood Foods, who am I leaving out? Wise Choice Supermarket, and in Trinidad, it's at Eat It Marketplace in San Fernando.
Wow, I must congratulate you on that as well. And I want you to continue striving and looking for opportunities. Persons who are trying to get into business, your business expanded based on something that you felt as an inconvenience, as a challenge to you. It's like, why do I have to do this when I'm thinking maybe I could do something else? There are young people who look at this program, young persons who want to get into business, or even older persons who might have something in their hand and they don't know how to turn it into something. How would you kind of give a measure of encouragement for them to try the thing? Put your hand to it and see. And maybe it could transform into something like this.
My encouragement is to not give up. All right. Seek out persons who can give you the help and the resources to get your ideas going. And don't talk to everybody about your ideas. You have to be very selective, because some person might say, that's making no sense. But really and truly, what kind of business experience do they have to give you that judgment? Right? So go ahead with your idea. Yes, you are going to have moments when you will feel discouraged. There are many times I felt like, I don't do this anymore. This is too much. But then guess what? I get another order and a customer gives a good review. My heart gets warmed. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to keep pressing. So don't give up.
And that community is absolutely necessary, but also, as you put wise counsel in there, is to be selective of the persons you share your ideas with. In anything in general, you have to know who you are trusting with your idea, because it's like birthing a baby, and you kind of want to make sure you have the right type of support. These cookies, what kind of flavors? How do you prepare them? Listen, I'm sitting here and I need to be a little bit more professional this morning, and so I will get there. But talk about the cookies as well.
All right. So we have a variety of cookies here. So the ones that you're seeing in circles, those are ginger. So we use the mix. We add our ginger to it to give it a nice little ginger flavor. The heart-shaped ones, these are chocolate chip. And then you have the ones that look like flowers. These are coconuts, coconut cookies. Yeah, so you could use whatever additives you want to give that extra oomph to your cookies when you're making them.
Also, is it that you use the pancake waffle mix then you just add whatever flavor you want to the cookies? Okay.
Yes.
Again, convenience. Again, convenience. You know, and I'm blown away by the effort that you put into it, the fact that you're willing to make these experiments and that you're making inroads. And I want to wish you the very best in your business, of course, that you continue to grow and blossom. And of course, for the Christmas season, you all can start putting in your orders. These premium mixed nuts, they make perfect Christmas presents. I don't eat peanuts. So when you're making orders, you can consider. But no, honestly, my experience with your brand, and it's the reason why we have this partnership now where you are sponsoring What's in My Cup on Mondays, is that I've had a wonderful experience in terms of customer service, delivery of product, the consistency of the product as well. So I must say kudos to you there, and keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. Of course, you heard Anisha saying that if you are trying to get into any type of business, you have to keep trying. Challenges will come, but opportunities are there as well. Try to rally yourself around the right community who is going to give you that measure of support and encouragement as you try to build your business. But once you have something in your hand, you can make gold from it. And that is what we are encouraging you to do this week. Adanna and I talked about productivity. Let that be your productivity for this week. Anisha, in closing, what would you like to share with our viewers this morning as it relates to your products? How they can contact you? How can they make orders? And stuff like that.
All right. So our contact numbers are 396-1638 or 287-2704. We do have our Facebook page, Instagram page, all the major social media platforms. And we do have an online store at shopcarib.com, and we ship worldwide.
Is the worldwide part for me.
Right.
Yes. Many congratulations to you and your team. I know it's just you and your husband, but many congratulations to you guys there. And I do hope that you continue to grow from strength to strength.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking with Alisha James, owner of LCJ Delights, producer of teas, porridges, pancakes, waffles, cookies, and that premium blend of mixed nuts that you can get for daily use. And as we're heading into the Christmas season, you can also make your orders to make nice Christmas presents as well. They're affordable and they are worth the penny that you are going to pay for them. This is where we have to end the morning show on Tobago Updates Television. We're so happy that you stayed with us throughout the entire programming. But that's not where we end our programming this morning. We head on over to GMT with Chanel Felix. And as we go over, we invite you to help us. Share the live, share the live, share the live. Have a good one.